I'm Devorah Wallen, and I'd like to share my Tea for Two, my Torah thought, for 2 minutes, more or less. This week's Torah portion is Parshas Mishpotim. It begins describing the laws in the category of Mishpotim, which are those laws of justice between people. In a previous Tea for Two, we described the three categories of Jewish laws. The first, Mishpotim, are those judgments that we understand to help us keep a just society. Then Eidos are those laws that represent an historical event and inform our celebrations. And the third category are the laws that we may not fully understand, but we do them since they are decrees from God who created the laws in the first place. He possesses the wisdom that precedes and exceeds our own. There's an interesting concept that we should do the laws that we do not understand with the same vigor as we do those laws that we do understand. The opposite is suggested as well. That is, we should do the laws that we do understand with the same faith that they are God-given as those that we do not understand. In this week's portion, we hear a phrase uttered by the Jewish people 3 times, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and we will listen. Since we are a stubborn and stiff-necked people, it's quite remarkable that we said that before knowing all the myriad details of the Torah. Na'aseh v'nishma means we committed ourselves to doing the mitzvahs of the Torah even without fully understanding them. The truth is, most of us realize that we only really understand something once we've engaged in it. The Sefer HaChinuch says, Achar ha'pa'ulos nibshachin halavavos. The inclination of the heart follows our behaviors. Very often, only after we do something do we really appreciate it and experience it deeply. Several years ago, we moved to Buffalo from our very Jewishly rich community in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I'd lived there for close to 30 years and left many wonderful things there. My community activities, successful professional life, personal and social life, access to kosher food and entertainment, ability to travel easily from New York to any destination, and more. In one fell swoop, moving to Buffalo, all those things disappeared. As some of you may know, we moved here to Buffalo to honor my parents in their twilight years. My mother was frail, and I had the opportunity to spend time with her in her home and to take her for appointments and such. However, since I did not yet have my work life together and was missing my Jewish social life, Torah activities, kosher facilities, and more, I was rudderless. For the first few months, I was what you would call situationally depressed. One day, my husband Ellie asked me if I wanted to take a bike ride. Without first thinking, I said, "No, I'm not in the mood." Then I yelled at myself and said, "What? You said that? You tell your clients that they need to step 1 foot ahead of the other and keep on moving. Only then will they feel energized." So, I kicked my own butt. I put on my riding skirt, my sneakers, and my helmet, went outdoors, and got on my bike. Do you think for a moment I looked back and said, "Oh, I wish I were moping on the couch"? Obviously not. The minute I got on the bike, my energy level increased. From that I learned a very powerful lesson and composed this caveat. It's not the motivation that gets you moving, it's the moving that gets you motivated. Very often we think, when I understand this, or when I'm motivated, then I'll do that. We miss out on opportunities by pushing them off until we are ready, or fully grasp, or deeply feel something. Then we'll do it. Na'aseh v'nishma means, let's first do it, and then through the doing, we will understand. May we have the wisdom of our forebears to do first, and then we will truly understand.